when he said that, he's just like, why would I do it if I have Hayley Williams there?
Yeah.
Like, she's awesome.
I think
Why don't we
he
just
straight
do
up
it?
said that she was a dope singer. So like, why not?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. And he said, you got to remember the era that this was done in. This wasn't as simple as what I had said it is.
Probably between like 2005 and 2006, they were
Yeah.
recording, and then
Yeah.
7 it came out.
Yeah. And yeah, he said 2006, I think, was when that one was happening. But he's like, you know, if you listen to the vocal, it's not perfect. He's like, you go listen to Hallelujah, there's parts of that are out of tune. And he's just like, you know, that you have really great performances and really great musicians, and we did the things. He's like, you just have to use a little bit of logic and remember what time it is. And he's like, I understand why you would jump to that now, because that's like what everybody would gravitate towards to make it simple and quick and easy and all that stuff. But he's like, that would have taken forever if we had tried to do that manually. He's like, it's way better to have the people there and do the thing. And yeah, just hearing a little bit more on his concept of like how he approaches tracking and the emphasis on performance and just performance being everything. And now when I go back and listen to his records, I'm just listening for that that energy in the performance. You know, like if you listen to the like what we just did, the Misery Business, that da da ba da 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 da, the energy of all of those chords getting hit, you can tell that it's like that was what was trying to get captured, the true raw grit of things.
Yeah.
And getting to hear
like,
it from the horse's mouth of like, hey, this is what I put emphasis on. This is what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get things to make you feel. And it was like, whoa. I just felt like such a novice, which I am, obviously. But it was one of those like, oh, yeah, I forget about what are we really doing here? What are we really doing in making
delivering
music?
an art. We're the funnel between the
Yeah.
artist and the audience, bro.
And I looked back at it like, oh, I was a computer. I was trying to be a technician and think about things so logically. And whereas like,
Well, the pursuit's always like, how do I? Because it's like, can I record it to be good enough quality that I can show it to the world?
Yep.
And then what does that come with? It's like, if you hear like a kick drum off grid, it's like, man, that stands out so much, and it's gonna drive me crazy. So then it's like the pursuit's like, how do I get it on grid? How do I get it on grid? How do I get it perfect? And like you said, how do I get it clean? How do I get it pretty? All these things. But then have someone tell you that you don't need that.
well, I think you need genuine.
Yep.
And yeah, just the idea of evoking a feeling. I don't know why I don't know why that was so distant from me.
Because you thought feelings were a bad thing for a long time. But that's for another conversation.
Touche. So I do know why.
I got you.
No, you're not wrong. Like, that's where I was trying to present the perfect thing.
Well, and that's where the young and energetic thing is like really the compliment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like,
it spoke through, even though I was trying to robot it.
and that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he complimented my guitar solo, which I was thrilled about.
Dude, I've been complimenting you on that solo. Me and David Bendeth, basically best friends. I'm just telling you. If we like the same guitar solo.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I'm just kidding. I didn't talk to David.
If you like the guitar solo, you'll like the person.
Dude, that is a crazy guitar solo though.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, I had something I never really got to do a lot of, because like when we were making records, every time I wanted to do something like that, Wayne would be like, "No, it's stupid."
Yeah.
And you know the irony of that whole thing, of like, because he was like the top of that, of trying to make it look better than it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he was the king of it.
The king of like the disc, trying to present the disingenuine.
my cookie?
You know what I mean?
Settle down now.
Well, just like now that I look back at it, is like, oh, okay, I get it. That's literally what he was trying to do. And I, you know, when we think that that's the way that you get success, or what the real winners are, all these infallible people that don't make mistakes. It's like, no, the best of the best fail up. They learn from their mistakes, and they get an understanding and a betterment and a competence from the fact that they've made the error and learned the lesson and move forward. And you don't get to get better at something without making mistakes. And you're going to make mistakes in whatever the thing is that you're doing.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. I just, looking back, I understand now, looking back at it more like, okay, well, I was trying to do the Instagram life of music, really.
Yep.
Like it was
At a time when that was really hard.
Yeah. I don't know. Now that I think if I were to do it again, or do anything again, I would try and get myself to center around the idea of like, what is it that I'm trying to convey as a feeling?
Yeah.
And do I feel it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the hard ones for me. It's like, do I feel this from listening to this, or did I shut myself off by doing the thing that I wanted to do. And I don't know. It's interesting. But I learned a lot. It was not the longest call, but I learned a lot about some musical stuff that was really cool, but B, like the art form side, the perspective of how to approach music as an art, the conveyance of feeling, and like also like the vibe of how I want to be as a person. You know what I mean? Like this dude doesn't need to do this.
Gatekeeping.
No,
like just friendly.
Well, and he came up in Canada doing music because he was Canadian, and then it was really hard. And it wasn't until he got to the U.S. that he could find like success. And that's one of the reasons he said he only does this type of thing for people that are in Canada trying to do the thing because he wants to be an encouragement because he knows how hard it is. And it was one of those like, man, what a great posture, what a great heart posture to have.
That alone inspired me so much this week. Like I've really, really like tried to hone my capacity to talk about production, to try to offer it to someone. Because I just want someone, and it's happened a couple times. I want someone to download a DAW and try writing a song and recording it. And I want to be the safety steps for them to get there. And it's happened a couple times, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. But like hearing David Bendeth say that about Canadian producers, it's like I just want to put out like I don't know, like an alert or like something in the newspaper. Like, y'all hit me up, man. What you need? You want me to check out your mixes? Sure. You want to do an interview? Sure. You want to prep for some podcast? Sure. Hit me up. Hit me up, man. And like y'all watching this, toss them my way, bro. Like, no need for like the clout thing. Like I said, man, I've met cool people. This is not my experience. This is your experience. I'm not going to try to benefit off of it. I understand that it has value, but I'm not going to push it as like a marketing thing. Like, it's just more about like love and connection. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and I think like that's ideally the way to approach most things.
Yeah.
It's hard though.
Oh, it's super hard, bro.
You know, like